Cheers to Stu for them, and I've got the Weatherbys Hamilton Handicap Chase next. It's over 4 miles, and there are only 3 in it. Zoo City Girl for Stu Gray, Get a Buzz for Alex Cherry, and Mezzo Tint for Derek Hinton. Now, who would have believed it? They're away and racing. Who would have believed you could have a 3-horse race over 4 miles, and every single one of them has got a Z in its name as well? And you know why? Because we're all going to fall asleep. We're all going to be pushing Z's, as they say, for the next 10 minutes or so. I nearly had a double take when I saw that 3 runners. Stu must be laughing his head off for seeing he'd left me this one. Anyway, he might win yet, so I'm sure he'll be delighted if he does. Well, one of the 3's got to win. And at the moment, Zoo City Girl is in the lead. From Mezzo Tint in second, and then Get a Buzz is third. So Zoo City Girl's got the longest name with the least Z's in it. And they finally get to the first ditch. And we're playing Jockey Camp, which I suppose whoever did the race running was probably going to just as bored as I'm going to be commentating on it and needed to do something. So he's decided to play Jockey Camp. So we'll enjoy Jockey Camp, and let's get on with it, shall I? If anybody plays jockey mode, I've never done on this game. I've never got my head around the controls. Anyway, Zoo City Girl is about 8 lengths clear coming into the 4th. Let's hope they all get round, otherwise it could get even more daft than it is already. Just think we've waited a week nearly for this as well. Over the 5th we go. And Zoo City Girl is clear. The winning train, I won't mind it. It'll still count as a win no matter how many were in it. What's the next race? Probably got 27 runners. Anyway, Zoo City Girl in front. We're on Mezzo Tint. And then Get a Buzz. As I say in Birmingham. Well, it's Zoo City Girl in the lead. Passing the winning post with probably 2 circuits still to go. At least. And the Zoo City Girl is well clear. I don't know whether Tom's back up and running again. It's been periodically up and down. I don't know why I'm even bothering to talk, because there's only going to be 3 people watching this, and I bet 2 of them are not really watching it properly, because Alex is probably seeing it as he's putting it together, and Stu may have run it. So just you and me, Del. You'll enjoy the flat today, or some of it anyway. Some that I did, you'll definitely enjoy that if you haven't watched it yet. Zoo City Girl's in the lead by about 10 lengths. And then Get a Buzz and Mezzo Tint. Not sure what the thinking behind this was, to be honest. Having a 4 mile, was it 0 to 100? It might just want to have a 4 mile hunter. Or made this 0 to 110. Well, a few more runners then. I don't think the hunters have gone up to 110 this season. No, they did last year. I think last season they went up to at one point, so there weren't enough runners in them, but we seem to be getting plenty this year. And it nearly went the leader there, Zoo City Girl. What can we find to talk about? I read some dreadful thing today on the internet about some zoo in Denmark, where they've decided they want to start feeding the animals like real animals. So they've said to people, if you've got pets that you don't want, you can bring them to the zoo and we'll feed them to the lions. I thought, that's a bit mean. Imagine that. You get fed up with a cat and a dog and take them down the zoo. You know, fed to the hippopotamuses or something. Although I don't think hippopotamuses eat cats, do they? But anyway, it still seemed a bit barbaric to me. I thought it was a mickey take at first, but it's genuinely right. Some zoo in Denmark, Harburg, I think, or somewhere like that. So, anyway, if there's anybody from Denmark watching, I'm sure you know where your cat and your dog is. Of course, the reason I mention that is because Stu's horse is called Zoo City Girl. I'm also not going to mention about, well, maybe I am, the fact that his team and my team played a friendly in America last night. I'm allowed to stay up late, so I watched it. I know Stu goes to bed with a glass of milk and a candle about 9 o'clock. so you probably had to watch it this morning. But Manchester United got the softest penalty in the history of the world, and then Everton got the daftest own goal, so it sort of balanced itself out. But when all those players are saying they're tired, in a few weeks they need a rest, well, ask them, why the hell did you go to America and start playing friendlies 2 weeks before the season's about to start? Crazy. Anyway, Zoo City Girl the leader, Mezzo Tint second, and then Get a Buzz third. Back in the 70s and 80s, they used to play friendlies against like little non-league teams, so that people that couldn't get to see the top players got a chance to see one or two of them. I remember going to the only time in my entire life my dad took me to a football match. We were on holiday in Mallorca. It was 1972, and Manchester United were going to play Atletico Mallorca in a pre-season friendly. And George Best was supposed to be playing. So there was a trip from the hotel we were stopping at, and my dad said, I'll take you to that if you want. And so off we went to the Real Mallorca Stadium, where it was just basically there are stone steps. They gave you a cushion to sit on, and all the announcements came out in Spanish, obviously. And then all these Spanish people started throwing their cushions on the pitch. And the announcement was that George Best failed to arrive and wouldn't be playing. I nearly got to see George Best, but I didn't. Got a feeling, I don't 100% know this, but maybe somebody who knows things a bit better, I think he might have been the night he ran away with Miss World, but that could be a different one. But anyway, George Best didn't turn up. It was a bit of a disaster. The people threw their cushions on the pitch and then realised they got to sit on a step for the next 2 hours. And if I remember rightly, it was a 1-1 draw with 2 penalties, and they were kicking lumps out of each other. It was supposed to be a friendly. Now, I did get to see some of those Manchester United players that were good. Back in the days before you get prejudiced when you support your own team and you hate everybody else, you still like other teams when you're a kid, don't you? I've seen Alex Stickby and goal and all sorts of people like that. It was quite good. But anyway, didn't see George Best. Never mind. Over the next we go. Zoo City Girl 70 odd probably hasn't changed at all. I'm sort of sitting here talking to Derek, because I'm sure Alex and Stu are not watching. If they are, good evening, gents. And 6 furlongs to go. Over the 19th we go. And Zoo City Girl in the lead, Mezzo Tint second, Get a Buzz third. I think we had one mistake in the whole race just about, haven't we? And you watch all 3 of them fall at the last. That'll be funny. Still Zoo City Girl in the lead from Mezzo Tint second. Over that final ditch, I presume that's the final ditch. They've still got 3 more fences to go. And Zoo City Girl looks like she's probably the best of these 3. She's well clear, in the lead all the way. Over the next she goes, and the rest of them, well, the other 2, didn't jump it quite as quickly. Mezzo Tint is starting to get a bit of a move on. And if Zoo City Girl stays 4 miles, she'll probably win, but Mezzo Tint is starting to eat into the lead now. The leader may be just sending out a few distress signals as they get over the second last. Still 2 furlongs to go, and still be getting a little bit worried now, I think, as Mezzo Tint gets closer. And now all of a sudden, those people doing that in-running betting are starting to think Derek Hinton's horse is going to win. And now Alex Cherry's horse is going to come through, and we might just end up with a bit of a finish as Mezzo Tint takes the lead. First lead change in the race, I think, as we come towards the final fence. And it's Mezzo Tint who's gone into the lead. Get a Buzz has moved into second. Zoo City Girl has dropped out of it into third. And we obviously jumped the last already, and I didn't even notice. How can I get that wrong? Past the winning post, there you go. Only got 3 runners and I missed the last fence. Waffled so much, I can't even remember who won. I think it was Derek Hinton's Mezzo Tint that was the winner. Indeed it was, with Alex Cherry second with Get a Buzz. And in third place was Zoo City Girl for Stu Grace. And they probably won in order of how many points you'd get if you played them at Scrabble. There you go.